That's because I'm the only one who was supposed to be heard. See, they had to expose themselves as your followers. And even though you didn't get me fully in the beginning, that wasn't my concern. Because I was to be exposed to you for what you needed to understand and accept, even as the weirdo in your group. You thought you knew you were the oddball. But when I came being a little more odd than you couldn't accept my oddness of accepting you because no one else did. So I had to wait for you after I was exposed to you for your evolution of acceptance. And through your journey, you would be saying, you would reflect back on the way that you used to speak and your thinking and your belief and your expression of it. But I had to wait for you to get through all of that. And I was still being me while you were, and you were chosen already not to debate me, but you didn't quite agree with me. And I wasn't seeking your agreement. I was waiting for your exposure to yourself. Yes, right. And so now that you're evolved into this next place, I have to... Well, this is the thing. They are going to know it when they get there. You were chosen to be doubtful till you could see why they doubted you. You see, now that you understand that you misunderstood me, you can see that they misunderstood you. But you can't blame them for their misunderstandings simply because you're in this better place to yourself. You've always been in the perfect place. That's the thing. You cannot control time. No, listen. You got to listen, sweetie, because of everything that I'm here, I don't give a fuck about what you think I didn't understand. God damn it, you said it. That's the difference. And listening to yourself, saying, I did. Through you is done. You flesh. You just flesh. And as soon as you realize you're just flesh, then you can see everybody else better. Instead of thinking the motherfucker's in the fucking toilet and you looking down at them. Because if you said that you are great and you are the creator, did you not create all perfect things? The shit in the toilet is perfect too. It's purposeful, it's symbolic, but you didn't speak symbols when you created it. You were just the symbol. You didn't have to speak it when it was you. But now that you understand that you are a branch, an extension to these other branches, and they're extending to this other branch to create these leaves and this fruit, and all these things have to happen in their seasons. Then you stop demanding that they be that thing that they can never be in your understanding or listen to you. Just like you. They're just as brilliant as you thought you were when you met me. But they have to take their journey just like you did. That's right, everything. Yes. And that's the message. See, you spoke to him once, and then once you reflect that you had already been destined to give him that message before, you don't have to say the same thing. You don't have to say why, because now you understand he was in the season of exposure that very first time. You see? He picked up a seed and took it home and said, ooh, look, I got magic beans. And somebody said, man, get this shit on my face. You see? And pushed him into doubt. Because he was the teacher of that person he took that shit to. He didn't know that. It's just a season. Because after the seed is put in the ground, even if you just throw it and you didn't mean to plant it, you threw it on soil. You see? And it's going to rain. It's going to rain. The perfect amount to get the seed started. And maybe somebody has to walk on that grass and step on that seed to push it further down. But it's going to end up in the ground because it's there for the season. There for the season. Right. It's just like when we were talking in the beginning and the phone was just all static and I couldn't hear you. So you were predestined to have to think that you needed to go outside to where it was clearer so we could hear each other. And then you ran into the brother. It was written that he would already be out there so that you could have the next level of your graduation, your evolution. You see, so what you saw, last time I said this time I just did this. Of course, that's why you had to go outside, because you was about to evolve. You didn't have to, because you did have one. You see? Oh, I'm the baddest bitch in town, I know. Somebody's calling me. Hold on a second. You know what? The time, well, considering what you said, I'm only speaking on the level of what you're saying. So based on what you said about seeking your purpose, your time is wasted seeking a purpose. You are existing in the purpose. And if you just be motherfucker now, instead of out there, after I find my purpose, you are living your purpose. All you needed to do was say, hey, maybe. You see? Or maybe you need to just pick up some trash. But you want to be the grandiose old bitch in the story. So we can't get nothing accomplished because you got to be on the top of the hill. So we got to wait for you to never make it up there and watch you lie all the way to not getting up there. And then you become an old ass bitch talking about, I used to think I was going, and if I had just been. You understand? If you would just be, you don't have to say I was being, or I need to go be. I am. I thought the word was I am in that story. I am. Anybody that's believing in a story is exposed as a follower. It's when you let go of all those stories that you become exposed to yourself as this leader. And you have to let go of the need to have a follower. But you still can't avoid them. But you don't need them. Or if you needed them, you got to keep turning around to try to get their asses and talk. Well, no, this, that, and the other thing. But when you accept it after you've been there and you've done the whole cycle, then you just have to wait for them to start walking like a damn duck. Because they speak duck. Duck, quack, quack. Yeah, it's like when I said shut up and you were trying to listen to my flesh instead of listening through me, not from me. Through me, the ancestors were telling you to stop talking so much, but you was not hearing that. You wanted to prove that you could out-talk me when I wasn't even listening to your ass. You couldn't prove yourself to me. You can only prove yourself to you. You can only prove your intelligence of hearing the ancestors to you. You can't prove that shit to me. Not if you talking. You gave me the power by talking to me. Even if you gave me the power, blamed me. You never stop giving your power away, blaming me. That's why I be like, I'm the most powerful bitch in the world. Watch you give it to me. Watch me call you bitch and you give me that power to use it on you. Getting mad because I said nigga. Watch my power, nigga. You mad at me. I can make you scared of the word yellow, honey, if words gonna be your enemy. I could turn your favorite word to shit in your brain. Because you think you got low self-esteem over words. You haven't mastered listening. So you surely can't master shutting the fuck up. And you can't teach nobody else to do it because you haven't done it. People might not like what I'm about to say. But you just said you living in the servants' quarters, right? And you have acknowledged that you are a leader of us, though, right? And you acknowledge that you must go that route, take that journey in order to speak all the different languages so that you can lead us into our acceptance, correct? Wait a minute. So let's go all the way back to what we created as slavery then. You see, because you forget that if we created all things so that we can get back to the basics, y'all bitches. You're so scared to be a motherfucker in the bottom, but you can't stop trying to sneak your dicks down in there. It's like, go there, and then you want to be angry that I must go there to find all the people who call themselves similar to me. No matter what title you give yourself, you will not empower or diminish me by a name, because my presence evolves it all. It's not what you call me or what you think I call myself that empowers me. It's what the fuck I am, bitch. I am. I'm the black magic bitch you was thinking about. I am the infinite depth of the dark skies that you talking about. It don't matter which word you call me if you gonna give all alphabets to another group of motherfuckers. If you say that the word more was created by the European, what difference does it make if they say you black or is a nigger? What difference does it make if they call you a king? If you gonna give them credit for creating words and taking words and manipulating words and making you think that you this and that? Look at how do you give that type of monster power over you by creating the identity of you? What are we doing when we let others define us with the alphabets? And we don't like them. My phone is ringing again. Time out. You see, that's why it's not about color. When I say I'm black, I am depth. I am infinite. I am not just a brown-skinned person that's calling themselves black. The people who say black, they don't like black, don't have time to talk to me because they can't listen long enough to talk to me. They want to debate with me about what I'm saying. Why do I need to go read books to try to prove that a law and I still got to take my law, my new law, to the very ones that I'm saying oppressed my old law in the first place? How ridiculous is that? Why do I need an organization that I have to hold you accountable to so that you can act like me? You can't be me. You ain't gonna never be me no matter how long you read. I don't want you to be me. I don't want you to salute. I don't want everybody saluting like me. I don't have time to get you all in line like that. I just want everybody to unify whatever your symbol is. Do it, whatever it is. We have to get to a place where we unify. None of these laws are going to matter. And no matter what group you're in, no law is going to exist except the law of existence. You see? It's like you can't tell that dog no shit. You can't tell that dog don't pee. You can't tell that dog. You can try to pull that damn chain and say don't pee on that grass. But you can't stop that dog from peeing. You see? Or panting. You see, you can't. You can't stop thoughts. You can't stop your own thinking. You can pretend that you are in a place where you're saying you're meditating and relinquishing thoughts, but that's not a reality. You ain't creating shit. You sitting in a spot. You in a season. That's it. You in a season. That's it. Through the vessel, it speaks. Not from the vessel. Through it. I am. I am you. I am us. I am. One drop rule. The one drop black makes you black. How many drops you got, Marcus? You see? Right. You got so many. But one, all you needed was one. How big is one, Marcus? You see? So what is it that we're really debating about when we go, the white man and the black man, and the black people or the melanated people or the Moorish people who are saying that somebody is white when they can't read black? So as long as you keep thinking that person is without that one drop, they can think that they don't have a drop. because of their leader's exposure to them as not having drops. So we are waiting for the descendants of those intellectually ignorant ass thinkers. Just thinking it ain't nothing but a vessel. That's why everybody's ignored, because we are just vessels. And no matter what we are in our ignorance, we are still just moving along this conveyor belt. That's all it is. That's all it is. Confirmation. I was going to say that thing almost looked like Virginia, but it looked like a helicopter, don't it? Or something. You see, it's predestined what you see, why it happens, what happens. It happens because it's upside down face. See? Reciprocity. No, they can't see you because you're coming into the you. This you that you're accepting even more than you did yesterday. If they can't see themselves, how can they see you? You didn't see them. You can't see them. You know that you can't see them. You just saw you today. How you see them? Scissors. Predestined confirmation. This morning, Ron was playing. Look, listen. Ron was playing that he has a store. He said, Grandma, come to my toy store. He wanted to sell me some toys. And so I went over to his table and I said, I need some scissors. He looked at the scissors and he was like, he looked up at me and he put his hand down over the scissors. And I said, oh, the scissors are not for sale? I said, are you only selling toys so I can help him with his dialogue? You see, because I knew he wanted to convey something to me about those scissors. But he didn't have the dialogue of, they're not for sale. I said toys yet. So I had to, so Chip, he had two squishy toys there. One was some, like the dog from Paw Patrol. And the other toy was a Darth Vader. And he said, and I said, I'm looking for a Darth Vader. Do you have that? And he lifted his hand up and he said, sure I do. And I said, well, how much is it? He said, that'll be $6. Yes. Yeah, 6 representing the number of the Shona tribe from Zimbabwe. 6 representing the grandparents. See, so that was the ancestors' message. And it was Darth Vader the Black. You see? The predestined is predestined. So whatever anyone thinks, there's a black bird flying by slowly, though. Check that out. Flowing. For confirmation, you're the black bird today. So, but it wasn't a small bird. It might have been a crow. It was big. It was a big bird. Yes, there it is. There's the graduation gift today. Excuse me. Excuse me, confirmation. 2 excuse me's. It's 2 representing unity. Evolution. That's right. See? Let's say you were supposed to go 3 steps a day. And you so fucked up because, damn, I'm lying, I only get 3 steps. Damn, every day I only get 3 steps. What the fuck is in it? I said, but if you're going to only worry about where you're going, you not focus on where you've at and how you got there. Each step brought you a different experience. And you have to keep repeating those 3 days, those 3 steps, because you're not paying attention. Focus on what is happening and your acceptance right now. And the first step, this thing happens. Because you already said everything, the same thing keeps happening. All right, my brother, it's time. Now, that was a phone call I was on where the brother was predestined to call me so that you can hear my side, and whatever you're going through on that other side of that mirror is predestined. However you apply to your situations is predestined. However you agree or disagree, it's predestined. But the whole point of it happening is because you are in the process of unifying with yourself. And once you get to that place, you will see outwardly different. But what you cannot do is let your eyes be the limitation of what you see. So I'm Rhonda Leverson, Rhonda the Thought Healer. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Subscribe to my channel so that I can help, and you can help me get more people to listen to unification, acceptance, the I-A-M, predestined. Thank you again for being you. I am you.